Welcome back everyone to Outworld Platinum Walkthrough. The last episode we have been traveling a little over Ori. We have tried to uplift Roland's spirit and we will see the results of that in this episode. And before that I want to go ahead and interact with this magnificent tree again. And what we want to do is have the Rotwood Staff. Let's just equip it and interact with the tree again. And we now have the Rotwood Staff. Nice. Very nice. Here we can see Roland in front of an altar. Before I talk to him, I want to make sure I have no loot left in here. Let's check the other side real quick. And by real quick, I mean real quick. Nothing. Good. Let's head upstairs again. When you talk to Roland here again, your dialogue options do matter. Depending on the choices you have made along the way, there may be a different result. But if you have been following along and you have chosen the ones that I have, you should be good. You should be good. So let's go ahead and talk to him.
Thank a lot you made it. I really don't like this.
She already added her entire spirit to the ancestral memories. They are in agony. Can you hear them? Can you see them? No, Roland. I can't. How bad is it? Really? You can't see it? The ancestral memories are in a frenzied storm around the altar, and there's this huge streak of red winding around it.
Oh no. Oh no. Oh no.
She's already done serious damage to them. So many of the memories are tainted with red. It's hard to tell where she ends and where the ancestral memories begin. I think I might be able to use my mana sword to cut her spirit out of that mess. It's risky, but if I jam the blade in just the right spot, we have a chance.
Stand back.
So... the second one doesn't sound too great, so we want to choose option 1. But you're going to get caught in that.
I'll have to take that risk.
Rissa said if we lose the ancestral memories, the whole collective will suffer. Are you sure you can handle this?
I know exactly what I have to do.
Okay, do your thing. As Roland plants his mana sword into the air around the altar, a violent burst of blue energy blinds you. Then, a woman's scream breaks the air, and red energy rushes past you. As the brilliant light fades, Roland remains, his eyes glowing with a strange, fey light. Roland is now floating in the air, and his name has changed to Whispering Bones. We are Whispering Bones. We thank you for saving us. Roland, are you still in there? Fear not. Roland is with us. He saved us. Now he is one of us. We can show you. A vision fills your sight. You see ghostly shapes swirling in a large, slow vortex. Roland is at the center, grinning. He seems satisfied. As you can see, your companion is part of us now. Together, we will safeguard the memories. Are you? We are a lich. We are Whispering Bones. We are the guardian of the ancestral memories. We will gladly work for the good of the collective. We can grant you a boon. We have the knowledge of the most ancient of ancestors. We are the living history of the collective. Please tell us how we can help you. So, if you choose, I want to expand my mana, you will grant the passive skill Ancestral Memories, which will grant you 40 mana. But since I don't plan on using this character any further, I want to be better protected from harm. So, in short, if you want to keep using this character and you don't care about the lantern that doesn't run out of fuel ever, you can choose to expand your mana. But if you're following along and you want to go ahead and re-download the master save file, you should pick the lantern. One note though, there's a lantern in the game, the Virgin Lantern. When you give it an enchantment, it refuels itself when it's not lit. So technically, you don't really need that lantern, but I want to have it. Yes, that's acceptable. We can grant this. We shall place a spirit within the lantern for you and fill it with a desire to protect you. So long as you hold it aloft, harm from magic or elements of all kinds will be reduced. Ghosts will find it especially hard to harm you. And so it shall be. We have received the Lantern of Souls and some Luxley Shed. The Lich conjures a brilliant flame and gently places it into a lantern. The spirit within will ward magical and ghostly harm away from you. We hope you are pleased by the boon we have granted. You and the Critea are always welcome to speak with me. Let's check it then. Lantern of Souls. Magical lamp that protects against elemental damage. The elemental defenses, the resistances, only come into play when you have it in your offhand. So when it's dangling from your backpack, it does nothing. I mean, not nothing. It's a light source. Perhaps another time we can help you. Okay. Apparently, we did all we could. Let's head back. I'm sure Risa wants to talk to us, yes. In Necropolis, Underberg. So she made her way here too. Let's see.
What happened down here?
Take a look downstairs. We have a new friend.
This is troubling.
I'm afraid I don't understand. Where's Roland? What happened here? He's turned into a lich. And not a hostile one either. His spirit has merged with the ancestral memories. You should probably ask him, well, them, for the details.
Is this true? Roland? A lich?
And he has become part of the ancestral memories? This is a huge change. One that I pray is for the best. If this lich really is willing to help us, then we have leveled the playing field against the Scarlet Lady. I should hurry down and speak with them.
Well done.
I'm glad I confided this mission to you. Your actions made a great difference today, although no one in the collective will ever know what you did for them. If the Critea ever needs me again, you know how to find me. I do indeed. Thank you for choosing to remain with us, Umberto. Your continued aid is welcome. I am proud to count you as family, Umberto Aberdeen. Thank you for all you've done for us. Whispering Bones completed, and we have Ancestral Peacemaker on the horizon. I am back at my usual spot, my little hobo camp. I want to share my preparations for the Ancestral Peacemaker, where there will be a bit of traveling between regions. So make sure you take that into account while prepping, so you don't take too many food items that you don't actually need, but you want to make sure that you have some combat gear. And I also want to make sure that I share the stash of items that we have accumulated so far. So before anything happens, I'm just going to take everything. You have 3 days after finishing Whispering Bones until the Ancestral Peacemaker actually becomes available. You can use that time to run around, roam around, gather some loot, make some coin. But at this point, we have done pretty much everything that we want right on this character. We plan on using the master save file again, so I will just use the time. I would just recommend that you use the time to repair your gear while sleeping in the plant tent. So let's see what we want to bring. We have all the pistols over here. I'm just going to take them anyway as a little backup. So what do I want to bring? Actually nothing too fancy. I want to have a pickaxe just in case. I'm going to pick the most damaged one over here. So fishing harpoon you could also bring along, but I don't plan on fishing because they would only deteriorate while changing a region. So the armor that you want to go for, the combat armor, you want to have something with decay resistance. So the elite hood would be a solid option. Also the palladium set is pretty decent. I'm just going to put them in my backpack to have an easier time to compare them to each other. If you're not set on your build as much as I am right now, I would recommend that you bring a lightning damage weapon, and also you might want to take the runic armor with you in case you didn't enchant any of your items yet. So you can up your lightning damage, but you could also do the preparations a little later on. I just want to use the time to show you how I usually spend my 3 days in between quests. The palladium armor looks good, silver armor as well. Anything that gives you protection, higher physical and decay resistance, and a decent amount of impact resistance is what you're aiming for. Palladium boots look pretty nice. Blue sand armor is also pretty good. I'm just gonna have a quick look at that. The copal set is nice, but it doesn't have high impact resistance. You get knocked on your ass more frequently than with the heavy stuff, and the elemental resistances are not to our advantage, so we're gonna skip on that. You could also think about bringing the Buzo-hide backpack. It only weighs 2. Which is probably what I'm going to do, because the enemies can afflict you with corruption, but might as well bring it along. Okay. Then I want to have 1 greater life potion as a backup in case things don't go as planned, which may happen eventually. regular life potions, 1 purity potion, 3 life potions should be more than enough. Also 2 water skins. I want to have 2 bolt varnish. Next I want to bring a few teas. Vanilla teas, nice. Okay, so I'll grab 5 of the regular bitter spicy tea, 3 of the mineral tea, only 1 soothing tea, so you can restore the burnt mana after sleeping. 3 bandages should be enough. Okay, I'm gonna hold off on the important food items for now. I will just take some marshmallow and tartine for the ride, so I can travel a little faster. So I'm going to take 1 to get to the Chersonese. I'll take 1 to get to the Hellot Marsh, and 1 as a backup, and 1 for traveling through the Hellot Marsh. So 3 should be enough. Yes, it should. Okay, and also we want to take a few travel rations. So we will need 3 to get to the Chersonese and 3 to get to the Hellot Marsh. I also want to have 1 little Tormip. Go ahead and restore my mana while I'm at it. Okay, so I will be picking up my luxury tent. There's no need to use the second one that I have. I'm pretty solid on food items and everything. So now I'm just looking for some iron scrap over here. I think 3 is enough. And I also want to bring some bullets. With guide chimes you could also think about doing that, but I think the battle will be over too quick and it wastes 6 units. You can make up your own mind about that. Okay, 4, no, other way around. 4 bullets, regular ones should be enough. As you can see, quite a lot of coin. Okay, I think, no, wait. Oh, it's just the armor set, yeah, let's take a look at that. So, the Elite Hood has more decay resistance, less impact resistance, but it doesn't have any penalties. So I'm going to keep the Elite Hood. With the armor, Blue Sand has higher penalties than the Palladium and less defense on the elements that we care about right now. So Blue Sand can go. Let's check with Silver Armor. Silver Armor has quite a bit less impact resistance and physical resistance, but it also has barrier. But I think I'm gonna go with Palladium. Silver Armor, we'll be seeing that eventually for quite a while. Okay, that's all I want to take along with me. Now I'm going to make sure Stockpile Thomas keeps tabs on my preservation backpack over here. And then we will take care of the final Blue Chamber quest line. No, of the final Blue Chamber quest, I mean. Sorry. Good, I've picked up my luxury tent because we have quite a lot of traveling to do. And I think it would get deleted from Burrow, so let's not try that. Also, there is a pretty tight timer on this quest. so you don't want to mess around with anything that you don't have to do. I recommend you just go the straight same path as I show you. So we want to talk to Risa first.
The situation between us and Levant has just shifted.
The war is coming to a close. The war is ending? What happened?
Elat demands peace. A truce has just been declared.
We will negotiate with Levant once we've gotten the rest of the Chamber Lords to agree to peace talks. Good. The war's gone on long enough.
Wonderful news.
Levant doesn't bother taking many prisoners. If the war keeps going, there won't be anyone left to enjoy the peace.
I need some tact and diplomacy from you.
I convinced the main families to comply, but there's a few that I need to deal with. Please, Somebody, try to use some tact here.
Here's what I need you to do.
Okay, we need to talk to Sagard Battleborn. We need to talk to the Montcalm tribe in Chersonese and the Chamber Lord Restard. That's his name. Alright, never heard of that one before.
Listen well.
And also the Ash Giants, of course. Why can't you handle these people?
You'll have a better chance than I will.
Because Sagard won't listen to anyone who's not a hardened warrior. And he's still furious at me over what happened with Julius. You will have a better chance at changing his mind than I will.
And the Montcalm tribe still wants my head.
After I learned the Scarlet Lady had a pawn in that tribe, if Gabriella or I showed our faces there, they'd kill us on the spot. Huh.
Please be especially wary around the Montcalm tribe.
Our scouts say they hang enemies around their encampment and that undead rise from tunnels beyond Ghost Pass to feed on them.
Well then.
When you convinced all three to the negotiations, meet me at Ilet's temple in Monsoon.
Here's what I need you to do.
Okay. So she sums up everything again. Let's go ahead and talk to Sagard then. While dealing with Sagard, there are a few options that you can go along. The first one would be to just fight him. The second one is to give him a Tsar Stone, which I don't really want to do. And the third one is when we tackled the Purifier quest for the Holy Mission, we could have turned the... You can turn in the evidence to him, so he owes you a favor. Let's see how things go.
So the little mouse from Sierzo sends her toy soldier to speak with me.
Call off your armies, or I call them off for you.
Do you know what you're starting, you little weasel?
Oh, is the great Sagard Battleborn too pathetic to fight one puny little person?
You just made a terrible mistake!
We'll see about that. Had enough?
Really?
Call off your armies, or this'll be your last fight, Sagard.
Oh, it's on.
I don't need to kill you. I'll just break enough of your bones to put an end to your career, miserable old man.
You fight dirty. I respect that.
Good. Well, the dialogue options with him don't impact anything. It does not matter. So, let's pay a visit to the Montcalm tribe. I will see you back at Chersonese. Welcome back to the Chersonese. I've made my way to the Montcalm tribe. Let's enter their fort. So don't fret, none of the enemies in here will be hostile. You will have safe passage for now. So we can go ahead and make peace without any interference. You could also go ahead and loot everything. They won't turn on you for that. As you can see, nobody wants to attack me. Okay, so let's head up here. And over here we can see Chamberlord Restard. The dialogue options here do matter, so make sure you pick the same ones as I do.
Why does someone from Cierzo dare come here?
I need you to agree to the peace talks with Levant.
Why should we? Did the Blue Chamber consult us before going to war? We want them to burn until they understand.
You do know that if Levant's army reaches your tribe, they'll burn you to the ground, right? A few ghosts won't protect you from any army bursting with firearms.
You trying to scare us?
Even if they pass you over, they lay waste to all the surrounding tribes. Where are you going to get your tribute from the ghosts there? For the ghosts then? Your own people?
If that's what we have to do, yes.
Think about what you've said. To protect your people from needlessly dying, you're going to sacrifice your people yourself. Do you see the problem with that logic?
Can't refute that. We agree to declare peace with Levant.
Okay, that was pretty easy. Let's see what the chest has in store for us. Okay, I'm gonna take all of that. That was everything for the Chersonese. I will see you in the Hallowed Marsh following. We have made our way through the Hallowed Marsh, and we now want to enter the Giant's Village. Unfortunately, on my way here, I made a little oopsie and got myself killed. But the defeat scenario I received, a lad saved me, and only a few hours have passed instead of a couple days. So let's talk to High Lord Seer.
What you want?
I need you to help with negotiations. We're going to make peace with them. Please, come to Monsoon to settle this conflict.
We accept peace.
Okay, that was pretty easy. Okay, so let's head to Monsoon then. I've also gone over my inventory while I was fading, and I have adjusted it so that I have everything that I need for now. Yeah, you also can bring some tripwire traps, because you can prepare for the battle that's ahead of you. Spoiler alert. But you didn't think the final quest wouldn't involve a big fight, right? Okay, now let's head to Monsoon. I will leave this little walking simulation in, because I want to show you a few spots where you might want to put down some traps. since we have taken care of the Purifier quest and we have told Lockwell about potential dangers ahead, the amount of guards has increased. So if you have done that, you shouldn't struggle at all. Usually the NPCs will just take care of the threat for you. You can most of the time you can just watch and cheer them on like a little cheerleader. But in case you did not do that, I will show you how you can make your life a little bit easier. Okay, almost there. I'm just going to grab this one marshmallow as well. And that's it. Let's head to Monsoon. Alright. First I want to set my traps to my quick slots, so it takes a little bit less time. First, we want to head left here to the west, where next to Moffat, you want to set up a few traps here. Come on. Now we want to make some cloth knuckles. We want to use those because they apply confusion. I'm just going to put them pretty much at random. Most of the time my traps don't really go off, because for some reason the enemies kind of know how to move around them. A few more. Maybe one more here in the back. Okay, let's see how many of our traps will actually go off. Next, we want to travel towards the temple in the north. I just want to add a few more here. One over here. One can go over here. Okay, do I have anything else? Yeah, I can make some iron scrap and spikes. Just drop the arrows. All right. Let's quickly take care of things. Are all my guns reloaded? Yes. Combat gear is on. We're gonna need the Lightmender's Lexicon for buffs and the food for buffs as well. Sleep won't wear off. Okay, let's head into the temple.
We gather here today under Elat's eye to bring an end to the hostilities between the Blue Chamber Collective and the heroic Kingdom of Levant.
Get on with it.
His wife is dying? Okay.
Not happening.
Enough squabbling.
Too much blood has been spilled. Sit and reach a peaceful conclusion like adults. The entirety of the Blue Chamber Collective stands united on this. Even the Ash Giants wish for an end to this conflict.
We require war reparations.
Have as your store of firearms and the knowledge to make more. Okay.
Do you expect us to just disarm ourselves?
An even playing field will prevent future conflict. Do not forget, Simeon. Levant started this war.
Don't you dare speak about this any further.
Simeon, enough. I see their point. We need assistance in rebuilding our kingdom.
If food is what you need, we'll provide it.
Hey, Elat! You said you could save her.
Fear not. Calixa will truly bring the Levantine dream to life as the newly arisen goddess of Levant.
Wait. What?
I will be blunt. In order for you to survive, you must become more than what you are. Will you take on the mantle of godhood for your people, Calixa?
This is rather sudden.
To any who wish to object, still your tongues. We will never do more than just survive, if I am the only god humanity can depend on.
So this is what Whispering Bones meant.
Is this acceptable to all parties?
I agree to these terms. Simeon,
I can live with these terms.
Very well. The Blue Chamber Collective accepts.
Then we've reached an agreement.
I offer as gift the bounty of the desert.
And I offer this gift in Elat's name.
I believe you've earned this.
Then, the task of Calixa's ascension must begin immediately.
What?
What?
The ritual of ascension will magnify my presence here. Protect our people until Calixa's ascension is complete.
I'll have them ready the defenses.
Simeon, for once, you have to be my shield.
Good luck.
Elat will need me here.
Monsoon's safety rests on your shoulders.
Alrighty, so basically the heroic kingdom is running low on food supplies, but does have firearms and the knowledge to make them. The Blue Chamber Collective needs some more strength, but does have plenty of food to provide. They agreed on an exchange. So the area is a little more leveled. And Calixa appears to be poisoned, and she can only be saved by being turned into another god, like Elat himself. But during this process, the Scourge may run wild and go ahead and kill all of us if we don't defend the city. Let's do our best then. We have also received a Tsar Stone as reward and a Peacemaker's Elixir. But that's not all that we want to take from this quest. Combat has ensued. Let's go on with it. Bread of the Wild. Marshmallow and tartine. Next, some cheesecake. Now I want to have the runic protection. I want to increase my lightning damage. And now all the rest. Good. I also want to drink mineral tea to increase my stability. Put on this as well. Let's go. To glory! Come on, there's a trap with you. Good. As you can see, these guys are going to town on the Scourge. But we're not quite done yet. Now I want to use my Bold Varnish. This little illuminating horror over here, already dead. But my prey is over here. First I want to take care of the little ones. We have done it. What we want to do now is talk to Risa.
That was unexpected. I'm glad you came along.
Me too. It's not every day you get to be present for a divine ascension.
History was made here today.
This will be the spark that ignites great change across our eye. We will need to watch the situation closely.
I look forward to seeing what path you carve for yourself from here. I believe you've earned this.
Your stalwart defense of Monsoon saved lives, Omarto. Also, Simeon asked that I give this gift to you. May it serve you well.
You're free to do as you please. I trust your instincts.
And we have received the Crimson Plate set. Awesome. No, this one. If you remember, the one awesome looking guard in Berg wore this magnificent piece of armor. Alrighty, we have completed the Blue Faction questline. We have made peace, we have received the maximum amount of perfect successes in the quests that came before, which is why we have received the Tsar Stone and the Peacemaker's Elixir. The armor set you receive when you survive the final fight, which we have done with flying colors, but we also have a Butcher's Amethyst over here. Another nice reward for this quest. Make sure you go ahead and loot all the enemies, pick up everything that you have put on the ground, like your traps. Great. I do recommend when you to hold off on using the Peacemaker's elixir. It increases your health, stamina, and mana by 20 points each by providing you with a passive ability, but we want to use some save file manipulations, so the elixir would go to waste on this playthrough. We will use it on to update our master save file. Okay, we didn't even need any. 6 traps have gone off, apparently. It's quite alright. It's quite alright. But what will happen next, I want to show off the power of this build in its full force against the Light Mender and the Plague Doctor, like I said during my little trial run. So I will adjust my inventory and I'm going to see you at the Spire of Light. Let's prepare for the battle. I have changed up the brand. These are my quick slots now. I have switched out Mace Infusion for Puncture. So we can go ahead and take good care of the Light Mender. Yes, all the good stuff. Wind Sigil I replaced with my life potions, just in case something goes wrong. I will use the Crimson Plate set because it gives me 43% more frost damage, which I plan on using. Let's go ahead and use the... this does not increase, only the helmet increases mana cost. Oh, let's go. Bread of the Wild. Tartine. Mana restoration doesn't matter all that much. One of this. This. Okay, now runic protection. I think we also have rage and focus already. Okay, I want to have the cool boon. I want to have the blessed boon. This looks good. First we want to shoot the cannon pistol. Okay, let's use this up then. Cannon pistol first. Let's go! Taking a lot of unnecessary hits. Better heal up. Holy hell. Good night, my friend. Yeah, it was pretty alright. I didn't bother avoiding any attacks. Oh, I'm going to quickly grab the items from here. I want to have some palladium scrap. I have enough. I want to have some copal. Twice. And some more hackmanite. Righto. Next, Plague Doctor. So, same as before. Make sure all the guns are reloaded. They are. Great. Now, let's start with the Bread of the Wild. Marshmallow and tartine next. Ceviche. Let's take this. Let's gobble up on this. One more mineral tea. And I want to have my runic protection. I want to have cool, and I want to have possessed. Great. Let's see. Does this add another one? It does. But enrage does not. Okay. Let's varnish up. Let's show the Light Mender who's boss. By Light Mender I mean Plague Doctor, of course. Annoying shit. Ouch. Can't knock him down. Finally, a few good hits. Okay, the speed penalty was really felt. What I want to do now is I want to pick up one Tsar Weapon of my preference, because I plan on using one of those for a playthrough. But which one will it be? I will show, don't tell. I thank you for watching. This is the end of this episode. We have finished our first faction quest. Woohoo! Next episode we will take care of the next quest line. So I thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. It's been quite a doozy so far. Wind be at your back, my friend.